All right, you're looking at number 6 on your rational expressions and equations quiz. I have trinomials galore here, and looking at it, there are no common factors. By the way, I want you to notice something. All of this right there, that's one fraction. All of that right there, that's another fraction. So you've got a fraction and another fraction, which means the operation is super important. You'll notice the dot, that means times. Okay, with times, all you've got to do is join them both up, and in other words, numerator, you would multiply this way: numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator, and simplify if you can. Notice these trinomials, they're factorable. I'm going to go through it pretty quickly, but you probably might want to do that x thing that you do. But a squared plus a minus 6. I know that two numbers that have to multiply to give me a negative 6 and add to give me a positive 1. Remember, that's a 1a right there. The only way I can do that is with a 3 and a negative 2. Positive 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Positive 3 plus negative 2 is going to be that 1. So it's going to be a plus 3, a minus 2. Now I'm going to factor the denominator. I'm looking for what are the factors that multiply to give me negative 2. So how about a minus 2 times a plus 1, because those multiply to give you negative 2 but add to give you negative 1. And remember, if it's negative a, it's negative 1a. Then over here, a squared plus 5a plus 4, I'm looking for two things. The factors of 4 are pretty easy. That add up to 5, it's got to be a 4 and a 1, and you'll notice everything's plus, so it's plus plus. So that factors to a plus 4 times a plus 1. And then a squared plus 2a minus 3. I know that I've got to do either a negative 3 and a 1 or a negative 1 and a 3. And so negative 1 and a 3 or a negative 3 and a 1. What I'm looking for here, those are the two sets of factors that will give me a negative 3. I'm looking for the two that add to a positive 2, and so it has to be that pair. So it's going to be a minus 1 times a plus 3. Now, a trick that you can use here, because this is multiplication, is you can just go ahead and extend this bar and just say, okay, they're multiplying. And now what you're going to look for is things that you can cancel. Remember that on these videos, what I say all the time is you're looking for things that make a 1. So if I've got, and that would be any numerator that matches any denominator. So take a look here at a plus 3. I can cancel the a plus 3 in the numerator with this a plus 3 in the denominator. And then let's see, is there an a minus 2? Yep, an a minus 2 in the numerator, and this is a minus 2 in the denominator. Then I'm going to look at a plus 4, nothing to cancel, so that has to stay. A plus 1, I've got an a plus 1 in the numerator and an a plus 1 in the denominator, so those cancel. So all I'm left with is a plus 4 over a minus 1. Remember, you cannot multiply out of an addition-subtraction problem, so this is your answer, a plus 4 over a minus 1, and that is your answer.